Hi everyone. Today let's create a simple API endpoint. After testing our SQL queries in the playground, we can create events that will be executed during various business processes in our application. To do this, we go to the Events section. We enter the event name and fill in the required fields for REST API methods such as GET, POST, PUT, and DELETE. Although each event is normally triggered when you call the API endpoint with the corresponding method, nothing technically stops you from, say, fetching data with POST or inserting it with PUT. However, it's best practice to use the correct HTTP methods for their intended purposes to avoid confusion later. Next, we move to the API section, where we create our API endpoints. Each endpoint follows a simple two-level structure, folder name/function name. All parameters can be passed either through the query string for get/delete requests or as JSON data in post/put requests. Once we've created our API branch names, we assign the event we prepared earlier. And that's it. Our API is ready to use. Let's see how it works using a curl example in the terminal. First, let's check what we already have in the users table by calling a GET request. Then let's add a couple of users by sending a POST request with JSON data. We use the object name params since that's the name we use to receive the object array for inserting into the table. After the data is successfully added, let's verify that everything was inserted correctly. And that's it. In just a couple of minutes, we created and published a fully working API endpoint. All we wrote were a few SQL queries. You'll also have several configuration options available. For example, to use different API keys for different purposes like testing and production. In the next video, we'll talk about subscriptions to blockchain events. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.